Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is an open tag response to Tom at Knife Delights, his 2 for Tuesday, and these are my 2. And man, they are some really cool knives. This is a Colt knife, both of them are, and saw these years ago and wondered about the quality of these Colt knives. Pulled the trigger on this one first, and boy, I wasn't disappointed. So if you'd like to know more about these Colt knives, go ahead and check out the video. Hey, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. This is an open tag response for Tom of Knife Delights. Great channel. If you've not checked that out, go ahead and do that today. And this is his open tag for 2 for Tuesday. I've chosen 2 very similar knives. They're both Colt knives, and we're going to talk about these a little bit. They're fantastic knives, by the way, spoiler alert. And first, let me say hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, ciao, and konnichiwa to my foreign viewers. And if you would, I'd love to have you check out a live show today at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I host that live show with Steven from Patties and Potato Peeler. Today we're going to be talking about old vintage Sheffield Knives, and whether the quality had declined after their cutlery collapse early in the 19th century, like 1920. So without further ado, let's check out these knives. So early in my collecting career, I came across this knife on eBay, and thought it looked pretty good. And I tell you, up close, this just looks a whole lot better. And I really like, this is a bone stag, imitation stag. Genuine bone. This knife is produced in China, but just a very aggressive pattern here. And you've got a pinched bolster and threaded bolster on the head of the knife, and then you have this beautiful engraved, I don't want to say engraved, stamped bolster with the Colt C logo, and then a rampant Colt shield. This is a good quality knife, and so I think you can see that right away. And I looked at this knife and I'm like, is this a piece of junk or what? But I only paid $13 for this knife. That is just crazy. And it's 3 3/4 inches long. And so let me just give you, here is a mini sod buster. And let's see if I got another one here. This is a Robeson Easy Open. Kind of give you the idea. These are both really the same size of the knife. But since this time, I've found out some information on these knives. And Colt never really entered the knife world like Remington and Winchester did. So neither Remington or Winchester had a factory to produce knives. They had closed down in 1940. But in the 80s, they wanted to get back into the game. And so Colt commissioned Barry Wood, who was a custom knife maker in California, in 1969 to make some knives for them. And here's one up in the picture that you can see. These were fantastic knives. They ran $35–40 when they were brand new, and custom made. These are actually custom made knives. And between 1969 and 1973, they produced around 13,000 of these knives. Now, if you go on and look for these knives today, they're in the $700–800 range. Very collectible. They also produce some folders which went for less, and you can still find those, although they're a lot harder to find than the fixed blades. There were 3 different series around 1978. Another producer, Olson Knife Company, produced about 20,000 sheath knives. Those were made in America also. Those have, they're good quality knives, but they're not as collectible as the Barry wood knives, and those you should be able to pick up for around $175–200. And finally, a Sheffield producer, F. Hopkins and Son out of Sheffield, was licensed to make fixed blades. They made about 6 different models that you can find on the market. Those are not as collectible as the Barry Woods. You can get those in the $300–400 range. And those are marked Sheffield on them. That's how you know the difference between the American-made knives. The Olson Knife Company knives, they're marked with Hartford, Connecticut on them. That's how you can tell the difference between those and the Barry wood knives. And so all of those are really nice knives. In '93, United Cutlery picked up the license to be able to produce these and started producing these knives. As far as I know, they were all produced in China, and that went on at least to 2011, possibly 2015, possibly that long. I'm trying to find the tang stamp here. Look at that beautiful Turkish clip blade on this. You see the Colt logo, and then on the back you have the model number. This is CT 587. See if I can get it in here. Quality since 1836. And usually you can see the China on here. I'm not picking it up on this one. Anyhow, made in China. These are really good quality. So this is 3 3/4 inch knife. This is a 5-inch knife, and I'll just show you the, that's a case 6265, and here's a Coke bottle from Shatton Morgan, made by Queen. So I've heard collectors scoff at these knives as being Chinese junk. They're really not. So what I find is that the quality on these knives are generally better than, say, Rough Riders. A lot better than Rough Riders, and more in line with like the Rough Rider Black series, I'd say. And these two knives really are very comparable. Made in America by Queen. This has gaps in it, by the way. You can see them right there. Very nice knife, made by Queen. Good action. Really nice genuine bone stag. But you know, this is similar quality, this knife right here. So here is the, I have not cleaned this knife. Really strong, stronger lockup than the Queen. Hear that solid thump. And I don't know. I guess it would just be your taste of which jigging you would prefer. But yeah, the quality on this is very similar to the quality on this. And so these are good knives. And if you get a chance to pick one up, usually you can get them in the $40 range. I think $100 would be a lot to pay for one of these, and I wouldn't want to do it. There's a lot of different kinds of these knives. Some were made in black micarta with black titanium blades. It looks awesome. I plan on picking one of those up. And a lot of different models. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. Go ahead and check Tom out if you haven't already done it. And hope to see you guys in the live show at today, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for all your support.